Yay, so hopefully you can see me. If you're able to be on your Facebook at the same time, let me know if you can see me. Yay, okay, hi sister. So glad to teleport in, and I'm glad that we can chat here on the Facebook as well, in case you have any questions or insights as we go along. So I'm really glad to utilize this forum to connect with you live in this live broadcast. And tonight we are focusing in on clearing cords and contracts. And this is kind of a form of psychic surgery in a way. It's a practice to help work in our energetic field to access and clear away any attachments, cords, and contracts that are no longer serving us anymore. So I really loved your question earlier today about just what happens when we clear the cord, and a sense of still wanting to feel some security and a sense of grounding. And what I find is that when I do this clearing, cord clearing work, that I actually feel closer connection sometimes with people, because I'm in my space and they're in their space, and we don't have this sort of open rift between us that's kind of holding us in resistance. So there are many different kinds of energetic cords, and they're formed in many different ways, and intimate relationships are one of the most deeply rooted cords that we tend to make, because our souls are merging together in such a deep way. And like I said before, some cords can be healthy. Like if we're cords to our children when they're in utero are what nurture and support them to grow. And up to a certain age, the cord with our mothers is very important to preserve. But when it comes to intimate relationships, it's really important to every once in a while to cleanse and clear and remove these cords, and so that if we are to replace them with a new one, it's under our new requirements. So sometimes what worked for us before isn't working for us anymore. So it's time to cut, clean, clear, delete that, so we can start new. We can start really fresh with some new inspirations. So we're also with the cord clearing work, going to do a little bit of visualization around any contracts that we might have made that no longer serve us, and return those contracts back to source, or at least to rewrite our contracts if there's any psychic contracts that we've made that are preventing us from moving forward in our soul growth. So we're going to go ahead and get into the meditation. I'm going to take a pause in case you have any questions or comments. I've got the window open in our chat. So if you do have any questions or comments before we get going and get started, I'll just take a moment to check in with that. Okay, awesome. Well, I have this window open, so if you feel like you have any questions or anything that's coming up that's really pertinent for you, as we go along, I'll be checking in to see. So I hope that you found a comfy place, and it sounds like you had some Crystal Ally friends that you were going to bring along. So we're going to start just simply by taking a moment to place our hands on our hearts and feel the pulse of your heartbeat. Just feel your heart beating. And feeling our hearts connecting with one another. So I'm seeing you're writing a message here. So tune in with your heart. Okay. Let me know. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, so it looks like, okay, so you can't do both at the same time. So listen, and if you need to type. Okay, sounds good. So tuning back in with our hearts for a moment, I invite you to place your hand on your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the rhythm of your heart. Just take a deep breath into your heart through the nose, releasing out the mouth. Letting go of any worries, any stress. With each breath, just centering deeper and deeper into the heart, giving yourself permission to relax. Letting any thoughts from the past, any worries about the future, any judgments about yourself or other people, just move away in this moment. Bringing total awareness to the breath and the heartbeat. And imagining an orb of light in the center of your heart beginning to spin. Feeling this orb pulsing in the rhythm of your heart. Pulsing the vibration and frequency of unconditional love. What we love most in this world right now. And pumping through the frequency of gratitude and what we're most grateful for. Gratitude for this life. Gratitude for this breath and this moment we've come to. And feeling into what it feels like to feel in our heart, forgiveness of ourselves and others, total compassion, pulsing through our hearts like a warm wave of electricity through the water in our body. And now imagine this orb of light, as you feel its warmth, begins to travel down into your root chakra. So feel at the base of your spine now, your attention and your awareness at the root of your spine. And feel this orb of light begin to travel from the base of your spine down through the floor where you're sitting right now. Down through the many layers of earth. Feeling a cord of light begin to form as this orb travels deeper and deeper into the earth. Feel the layers of earth, feel the deep, dark soil, the roots of trees, feel the stones and the bones, deeper and deeper down through the rock, through the underground rivers and lakes, deeper and deeper down into crystal caves, and deep, deep into the inner earth. Feeling that cord of light extend deeper and deeper down as it is drawn towards the center of the earth. And feel the center of the earth calling this cord down deeper and deeper, feeling it calling this orb of light like a magnet to the central core, the central space. Feel the gravity of earth holding your body here, and feel this gravity as love as your cord extends deeper and deeper down until it senses the core of the planet and gently begins to touch this crystalline core. So take a deep breath here. Feeling this cord of light now connected to the center of the earth. And you breathe in Earth's energy, Earth's life force, fills your body with this love, warmth. And as you exhale, releasing any tension through this cord to be transmuted and neutralized by the earth's energy. So imagine at the base of your spine, there's like this trap door that's releasing all the stuck energy out from your body. With each breath, breathing in that pure Gaian love frequency through the root. And with each out breath, breathing out that grounding cord, any tension, any stress, any foreign energy in our bodies. So we begin to draw our awareness now from the center of the earth back up, and we feel this orb of light now rising up and up and up, creating a circuit now of our root chakra, giving and receiving energy to the earth. I'd love for you to imagine if your grounding cord could be any color, what color would it be right now? And scan the prism of colors, the spectrum of colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, gold, silver, copper, black, white, brown, pink. And feel into what that color feels like that your grounding cord is. And if you to retune your grounding cord to a healing color, a color that brings you a sense of peace and relaxation, go ahead and change the color of the grounding cord now to represent something that brings you even more healing. So for example, my grounding cord is that kind of a dull red, and I'm going to bring it up now to a teal, green, blue, oceany blue. And I'm going to add a little bit of silver to it to kind of give it a shine. Whatever healing color feels good to you, tune your grounding now to that frequency and set it as so as we do this work. So if you're feeling overwhelmed as you go through this process, you can retune in with your grounding cord. Just feel that recycling that's happening from the root of your spine as your energy is able to filter itself with the earth's energy. So next, we are going to imagine now that there is a golden sun above our heads. So begin to feel an orb of light hovering above your head. And this golden light is infused with the unconditional love of creation. Feel this golden sphere, and you can even take your hand and hold them over your head and begin to feel this golden sphere of light above your head. Breathing, allowing yourself to fully be here with this process, the golden light. And now feeling this golden light slowly coming down as it rains this healing liquid light of love into your crown chakra, bathing the top of your head, into your third eye, into your throat, through your hands, down the front of your body, down your legs, ankles, and feet, up the back of your body, up your spine. And as you breathe in, begin to breathe in this light through the crown chakra as it travels down the back body, down the back of the spine to the root chakra. And with your exhalation, breathing this golden light up the front of your body and extending out from your hands. So again, you're breathing in this golden sun of light, and you're breathing it in through the top of your head, down the back of your spine, down to the root chakra, and exhaling. This light rises up the front of the body and fills the hands. And our hands begin to fill with these beautiful orbs of healing light. Cleansing and purifying our energetic fields. And just begin to make this circuit now with your breath, imagining the circuit of golden light coming down the back of the spine, reaching the root, coming up the front of the body and out the hands, feeling your hands being charged with this healing energy. Now, feel where it is that you might feel blocked in your chakra system as you do this work. So when you're breathing this light through, where is it that this light is having trouble moving through? Where is there dissonant energy? And I'm picking up intuitively that there might be some dissonant energy in your back, especially around your heart. So this is where we're just going to focus, breathing in that light and letting it kind of dissipate and letting it wash away any of the stuck energy. And feel the warmth that this light is starting to make in your body. Feel the warmth as this energy begins to cleanse and clean away. And for a moment, we're going to switch up this golden frequency into a violet light. This is the violet light of transformation. And so we're going to run this violet flame energy now through our channel, cleansing, clearing any of the really hard to reach places. Like the Mr. Clean of energetic light, the violet flame. Imagine in your mind's eye that there is a dial, and this could also be mirror. And one side says automatic, and one side says manual. So where the dial is saying manual, we're going to switch it on to automatic as we reattune to the golden light frequency. So we're going to stay in the violet flame for a moment just to get that extra space, that extra stuff out. Now we're going to go back to that golden current that's running through our breath and our spine, out the hands. Feeling that current running through our body now on automatic. So I invite you to begin to feel with your hands your electromagnetic field, your aura. So tune in with where your boundaries are right now. You can close your eyes or you can open them. But feel into where the boundary of your aura is right now. Is it far away from your body? Is it really tight and close like saran wrap? And wherever it is, and I'm feeling intuitively just tuning in with you, like it's actually been a little bit far out and the aura is kind of all around. So I would bring it back in a little bit. With your conscious intention, bringing your auric field to about an arm's reach radius around your body. So like about 3 to 4 foot radius around your body. Feel this egg of electromagnetic light that is your energy body. Like I was doing with my hands, you can get to kind of scan in your field, in your auric field. Begin to scan and feel where there may be some blocks, where maybe the aura spread out. Remember to scan the back of your body and your back and under your feet too. Feeling under your feet, your auric field also extending at a 3-foot radius around your body, so that you begin to feel as if you're resting inside of this beautiful light egg. As this automatic frequency of golden light is channeling through your body, it's also resonating out into your auric field. So now you are in this auric egg. So we're going to begin to scan our chakras. So you can start at the top of your head and just begin to scan down with your hands and your body, your various chakra centers. And remember that this golden light is running through your hands. So as you're doing this work, you're also cleansing and clearing these areas. Now just begin to pay attention to where in our chakra system we might be feeling the presence of a cord, an energetic cord. We're setting our intentions now, Creator of all that is, to initiate this cord clearing work for the greatest service and for the greatest benefit of all beings. So where is it that you are sensing an energetic cord? Feel into where that is in your body. And as you begin to notice where that energetic cord is, begin to feel into the feelings of this cord. When did it get there? What kind of images, symbols, and feelings are coming up around this cord? So in your hands, I have my cord of my sacral, so I'm actually holding and just tuning in and just being in complete presence with the feeling of this cord that I have here. Mine's in my sacral chakra. Picking up yours might be in your heart. So we're not gonna rip this thing out. We're gonna be really, really gentle. Right now, what we're doing is cords are kind of like the roots of plants, where they can sort of branch out within our body and create kind of fingers. So just like when we're weeding, if we kind of hold on and grip on first before we remove this cord, it'll sort of loosen up. So what we're doing right now is we're holding on to this, we're just putting a little grip on this cord. We're becoming aware of the feelings that are coming up around this particular cord. And when you're ready, just begin to start gently moving this cord at the base and loosening its roots. Remembering that your current of golden light is running through your hands on automatic right now, assisting you in this work. And as you begin to uproot it, feel how your feelings are shifting. Feel any fears that might be coming up. Feel any pain or sadness, suffering, grief. But also feel strength and a willingness to release this in a good way. That this removal is coming from a space of ultimate love and compassion. And just feel those roots beginning to give. Releasing a little bit more. Feeling what's coming up for us. Being really present for what emotions and feelings are coming as we continue to remove this cord. Now feel the roots beginning to give and feel this cord beginning to uproot. And with a deep breath, move this cord out. Feeling it now. as it's uprooted from inside your body. Now we're going to place this cord outside our energetic field, where that egg was that was around your body before, and we place the end of this cord outside of your energetic field. So this cord now, I'm visualizing outside of the boundary of my earth, and I can see its roots looking back at me. I can see it still connected to the person on the other side. So what I'm going to want to do now is visualize a big, beautiful rose. And this rose has this gorgeous spiral of fractalized petals. And this rose is so fresh. And I'm placing the end of this cord now into this rose. And I'm allowing this rose now to envelop the end of this cord with its petals. And as I do this, I'm now going to imagine with me that this rose is now exploding into a million bajillion pieces. And feel that the end of this cord now has dissipated to an infinite number of beautiful petals as they explode before us outside of our energetic field. And feel the release of that cord, sending it back to the source of all that is. Now this is really, really important because our work isn't done yet. And yay, we've come this far and we've been able to now place this cord into this rose and to release it from our field. But the reason we're not finished yet is because where this cord was in my body, now there's actually what can form a hole in my auric field where that cord was extending through. So this is really, really important because oftentimes when we remove cords, we don't replace that energy with love and light and seal our energetic fields back up. So when we don't do that, we create this vacuum in our field, and we want to put the cord back in because it's actually more comfortable to have the cord than to have this big vacuum black hole of energy. So we don't want that. So where it was, this cord removed through and out of our energetic field, we're now putting our dial back onto middle. And we're going to breathe in that golden light into our hands. And we're going to begin to actually fill up that space now with this golden light. You can even get close. If this is on your heart, you can get close here. Just visualize now that where that cord was is being filled with starlight. And this starlight feels so nurturing and so supportive and loving. It is the light of unconditional love and unconditional compassion from Creator. And so we're filling where that in space is now so that we don't replace it with the cord, filling it, we're plugging into the wall now. We're allowing Creator's love and light to refill this space. So feel it almost like a balm. Like after we've done this surgery, we're putting on the medicine, we're putting on the disinfectant so that this open space begins to feel that balming, that healing frequency. And in our auric field, outside of where we have removed this cord, we're going to seal that up with this golden light. So once again, with our hands, scanning our auric field, we can scan and just call in that golden light frequency to clear and protect us. And so a lot may be coming up right now when we went a little quickly. So if you're still feeling like some residue energy, with this, I know for me, pulling this cord in my sacrum, I'm feeling a lot of emotions coming up as we do this work together. And it's collective, but it's also personal too. And so I suggest that we both, coming from this, out of this practice, take time tonight to really tap in with rejuvenating and restoring and giving love to this area that we worked in tonight, and to continue to put the balm on. So we're putting the balm on right now. I'm also giving you an energetic prescription to continue to treat the space. And if there's any tendrils that are kind of left in there, to continue to do this work of, you can always put your dial on automatic, get into your centered space, and just really, play with it, be move with it, and allow, and just bring those little roots right out to the edge of your field, out of your work, blow it up into a million roses. And you can see these roses exploding in waves, turning into stardust, or turning into butterflies, turning into colors, whatever it is, patient. I want to talk a little bit about coordinating in general, after you integrate what it is. A lot of think we either need to cut a cord, which is still leaving the inside, right? Like if you cut a plant in a garden and the root is still there, it would pop right back up again. So we actually want to remove these cords at the root, at the source. And the other common misconception is, well, I'm just going to rip the thing out with the intention of, not being very careful, and then we rip it out, we don't reseal ourselves, filling that space with starlight, filling that space with unconditional love. So then we really want to replace it with either somebody else, or in a similar situation, or in the same situation. So it's really, really important that when we go through these transitions of letting go of attachments to others in relationship and other kinds of energetic cords, that that when we feel that space in our lives, when something's changed, that instead of trying to fill it up again with that same circumstance, this is your chance to fill it up with the light and love of Creator, one of many names, to feel close to creation, and to allow ourselves to re-plug into the that's nourishment. I went through it this way, and I'm still feeling in my womb like how different it feels, but I'm also feeling really already. I don't know if you feel a difference, but I'm feeling really relieved, and really just more in tune with myself here. So thank you for the practice. So continue. I'm going to pull up and return back to Facebook in case you want to hop up and say anything or ask any questions, or if you want to revisit something you just said before we get to the contract clearing part. So check in over here. I know you have to switch off and back on, so I'll just wait a moment, and just in case anything pending that you really want to express before we go further. Okay, love. Well, I'm really feeling you on the grid right now, feeling our hearts connected, and really grateful to be able to do such a sacred work together in this way. So, so let's turn our dial back onto automatic with the golden light. Just give ourselves another scan. Let's feel where we might feel different since we started this practice. Maybe our energetic field where we remove this cord is feeling a little bit more fluid, a little bit more fortified and restored. Feeling that golden sun over your head, raining light onto your field, bathing in that really juicy, delicious frequency. So now we're going to utilize the power of our imagination to invoke a contract clearing experience. So I'd like to imagine now that we are sitting inside of a great stone temple together. And this stone temple is inside of a meadow, and it's nighttime, and moon is moon over the meadow. And this meadow is surrounded by 333-mile forest. And we're sitting inside this temple together, and we have come into this sacred space, into this safe container, in order to call forth any contracts with anyone that are no longer serving. So first, we're going to declare that this space is filled with the golden light energy that we've been working with, channeling through our bodies, and is only welcoming energies that serve the highest and best and serve benefit for all beings. So this particular work tonight, we're only inviting beings that are particularly aligned with our highest intention for doing this work. And so at first, we're going to call in our divine lawyer. And tonight, our divine lawyer is taking the form of Archangel Michael. Michael with his sword fire of discernment and truth. And so feel Archangel Michael now coming into presence and coming into form in the temple of us. As he stands at a podium, and we see Michael here as the divine lawyer calling forth a particular being in which you have a contract with. So imagine now in the temple the higher self of that person in which you wish to visit in on a contract with. And imagine them surrounded in an egg of rosy gold light. Seeing their higher self, their utmost soul potential, encapsulated in this egg in presence in this temple with us. And Archangel Michael holds in his hand a scroll. And this scroll has two names upon it. One name is your name, and the other name is this other person's name. It stands contract. Begin to look over this contract now. See what agreements you have made with this other person, both conscious and unconscious. Feel what feelings come up around these agreements. Feel as you go over this contract, what agreements are no longer valid. So for example, an agreement that I'm intuitively picking up on is I am available for this person emotionally whenever they want. Or I am available for this person sexually whenever they want. Or I am willing to, even mundane things like I've agreed that I'm going to be the one to drive. So I don't know if that's an example of you, but looking at mundane and very mystic and deep experiences and agreements with this person. And some of the agreements might have changed, and some might have stayed the same. Agreements still stand for you. What agreements are still within your requirements as a healthy and whole individual in this world, in this relationship? And Archangel Michael is coming in to say that not all agreements are necessarily bad. Not all connections are bad, but we make unconscious agreements with one another where we don't necessarily sign up for what it is that we end up taking on. So it's important not to take on anything that you don't agree with consciously. So Archangel Michael now is reviewing this contract as a representative of the angel and angle the source, and is determining what unconscious agreements no longer apply. And he holds within his hand a giant stamp that says void on it. And he stamps this contract. So now visualize this contract saying void. Now imagine that you have a pile of sticks. Break these sticks up. And as you start this fire, into the little pieces of contract, lifting them up into confetti and tossing them into the fire, seeing them rise as smoke and dissipate into the air. Now, Archangel is showing me that he has a brand new scroll, and this scroll has your name and this other person's name on it as well. And it says contract in red letters. And this contract is actually, the scroll right now is blank. So he's giving you the opportunity now to rewrite this contract on your end with this other being, in what agreements you would like to make consciously with them right now. Where does it feel in your boundaries? Where does it feel safe? What are your boundaries? When you're ready, go ahead and let that scroll up. Hand it to this other person whose higher self is encapsulated in this rosy gold egg, allowing them to take on a soul level a review of the agreements that you are willing to make. And Archangel Michael is now declaring that any unconscious agreements on the other being's end are now null and void unless they serve for the benefit of all beings involved. And that if these boundaries are crossed, then Archangel Michael will be sure to become present to assist in the situation and restore balance. So just watching fire dissipate and come down into ashes, feeling how good it feels to redefine context. When you're ready, you can gently feel yourself returning back into your body through the golden sun at the top of your head, returning your awareness, gently opening your eyes, wiggling around. And feel the difference that you may be feeling now that this contract has been negotiated. And once again, we've gone somewhat quickly, but if you'd like to revisit this at any time at your leisure when it's best for you to revisit this meditation, that's basically the process. And you're going to want to put yourself in grounded container for you at the time. Look over the contract, call in that other being, their higher self, encapsulated in that equal energy of love and compassion, and then void out any contracts served and rewrite them. We need to those contracts, just like we place the roses, place those contracts into the fire to return back to the source of all that is. So that's my dear clearing contracts and cords meditation. I pray that this will help you and help all beings involved. And if it doesn't, then then take it or leave it. I do my best not to get too personally involved with people's karma. I also know personally this practice of clearing cords and contracts has dramatic change in my life. And it's amazing how many unconscious cords and contracts we can make with each other and with ourselves even. We don't even, when I do these things, I'm like, whoa, I have a lot of cords in my back. Like, I'll have like, sometimes on body and I don't even notice it. People who are going to latch into you without being seen, they're going to latch into you. I've even done this work with some of my clients, or like the root will go all the way to the back, or it'll deep. And this on a group call one time in a big group clearing, and one of the women was like, "Whoa, I had like a huge tree trunk of a cord, and now I'm feeling this like little empty space, and I'm kind of tired and out of it, and what's going on?" So it's really important to take our time and really take care of ourselves during this process and after this process. So I highly recommend, because this is a form of psychic surgery, to take care of yourself tonight, like a post-surgery, not like a big, huge lobotomy or anything, but it can be really, really shift and move a lot of energy. So, take good care of yourself, take it easy, drink lots of water, notice in your body what feels different, notice in your heart, emotions, what might feel lighter, what might feel better, and then maybe some stuff is now it's ready to be released. So whatever you're feeling called to do to really nurture yourself during this readjustment time is really, really helpful. And also notice with this other person, like I've done this work where I've with an ex-boyfriend, pulled the cord out of my heart, and I'm like literally just finishing the meditation, and then he walks in and he's like, what are you doing? What's going on? And he immediately wants to put the cord back in, because on his end, he's got this cord that's kind of hanging out. So it's really important for us that we set our boundaries when we do this work and say, when they want to put the cord back in, that we have that clear boundary, and we tune in with our work boundary. So tune in also with, how does it feel to be around this this particular person? How does it feel different when I'm around them? How does my aura feel when I'm around them? So I see that you have sent me a question. So let's see. Well, my light is bluish purple. You're actually right about blockage being in the heart, and that my aura was very far away. The connection on being messing up at the end. Hopefully it gets better sound. I don't think I have questions right now. You seem tapped into me pretty well. Lighter in my chest, more relaxed, less burdened, which is very good. Missed something. Okay, so I hope you can hear me. You like this, can we start a new contract? So yes, if you'd like to start a new contract, what you can do is revisit the temple, call in Archangel Michael, and do this in your own time. Even if you want to do this in your journal as well, write down a contract with this person on your end. You know, I agree that I'm willing to be the mother of your child and be the best mother I can be. I'm agreeing that I would, you know, I am willing to talk on the phone, you know, and then I am not willing to, you know, be in an intimate relationship if you're with someone else, or I am not willing to fill in the blank. So this can be a great practice for personal work too. So, and I see that I caught up. It's okay. So great. And you know, we do our best with technology, but I'm really feeling you too, and feel really connected. So I really appreciate doing this work. Tonight I got scored in the sacral chakra too, which I've been wanting to do for a little while. I find that in intimate relationships with my beloveds, my heart and my sacral chakra are where the cords want to breathe in, and that makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so it looks like maybe you missed out a little bit in the temple, but you kind of caught up in what we were doing. So that's awesome. And like I said, if you know, feel free to practice these practices anytime. Now that I've kind of shown you the map, you can listen back to this video, and also we have a recording online on our Mystery School Clearing Cords and Contracts meditation that takes you through again. So if there's any parts that you might not remember the way, you can feel free to listen back. And I would, once again, just recommend doing this practice as often as you can, really. And the grounding and clearing, too, that we started in putting our grounding cord down and clearing our field, super crucial practice to do as often as we possibly can. Listening to influence we come by our daily environment. So, are there any other questions or comments about what we did before we close? And then we'll go ahead and seal our fields and seal it all in. I'll wait a moment before we start just to see if there's any more questions. And this is really fun. I really appreciate us getting to tune in this way, and especially after doing the oracle reading. This has been kind of a new practice for me in my oracle work with my clients. Is we start with the reading, and then we kind of deepen into what's surfacing in the reading that might want to be explored further, utilizing some long distance healings and guided meditations, and attuning with each other that way. So it's really great, and I'm so excited to continue to do this work with you. I really find that over time, the more that we link in with each other, the easier it is for me to access your energy too, and to intuitively pick up on where you're at. So I really am glad that you reached out again. So it looks like there are any questions, and I'll be hanging out on Facebook for a little while longer after the video if you want to just chat if you have any questions. And the link that I sent you is going to send you back to a recording of this. It's unlisted, so you can go back and listen if you'd like. But I invite you to make sure that your energetic field is sealed. So how you want to do that is you're going to imagine there's this zipper that is at the base of your spine in your back, and that you're zipping up your field, and you're zipping it down in front of your body. You can also zip from the front of your body and zip it up all the way back. But what we're doing is we are sealing our field, all that psychic work we just did, tuning in with our beautiful, warm, lovely golden egg. And I'm just going to close with a prayer. So feeling into our hearts and feeling into our prayer space where we feel connected with Creator. Creator of love, creator of light, grandmother, grandfather, Sankashala, great spirit, one of many names. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this beautiful creation, Michelle, Millicent, this gorgeous, unique expression of your divine oneness that has come here on this planet to do this sacred work. We ask for help and guidance and protection on our journeys, and we call forth and declare that our energetic fields are now sealed, having removed so gently and lovingly these old, outdated cords that no longer serve us anymore. Thank you for showing us the way to do this work. Thank you for our bravery to show up and participate with each other and be connected with each other to support each other through this process. And we ask for guidance and protection from all of our ancestors, all our helpful guides, all of our avatars and archetypes that guide and protect us, to be with us and to show us the best way to be of service to the greatest benefit of all beings. So we call forth that these new codes and this new frequency is set, that this boundary of violet flame is like a eggshell around our auric field now, cleansing and purifying any of the old shit back to source, putting all that old shit, those old attachments as symbols and feelings, placing them inside of roses in order to be blown up into a million pieces so that we may be consistently renewed and transformed into this divine state, which is our birthright to be in. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is, and so it shall be. And I'm gonna finish by just burning a little bit of this incense here on the altar, and just sending you so much love and sending the scent of this incense as a prayer to your spirit from mine. And may we meet again, dear sister. Oh, and so it is. So I'm going to stop the broadcast now. Feel free to tune in with me again. And if you have any questions on the Facebook chat, I'm happy to tune in with you. So thank you again, dear sister. And so it is.